from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Thursday, July 2nd, 2015. I'm Gary Perna in for Ann Gownley. Well, fire crews from 3 different counties were called this morning to battle a house fire in Packer Township, Carbon County. Flames ripped through a home at 917 Railroad Road in Packer Township, not far from Weatherly. According to firefighters on location, flames were shooting from the roof, reaching 50 feet or more in the air. WYLN spoke with Fire Chief Don Weston about the fire.
It is a rural part of the township, but you know we're already pre-planned for this. Like if we get dispatched for a fire out here, we have automatically at least 3 more engines coming and 3 more tankers automatically, just because of the location of it. Once we got in here, got everything established, got the water supply established, everything went pretty much smooth. We had it out in probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes. We had the fire contained.
Crews had to set up portable ponds since there were no hydrants in that part of the township. Firefighters from Carbon, Luzerne, and Schuylkill counties responded, including volunteer firefighters from McAdoo, L&L, Freeland, citizens of Weatherly, Tresco, Hazel Township, Foster Township, Valley Regional, Harwood, and Whitehaven. The 4 residents were in the home that made it out safe. They are not able to return to the home tonight. A state police fire marshal was called in to investigate the cause of this morning's fire in Packer Township. Well, 2 people were arrested last night in connection with the second reported shooting in the city of Hazleton. According to Hazleton police, they were dispatched to 132 East Green Street for shots fired in the area. Police found that 25-year-old Jonathan Valquez of Hazleton was struck with a projectile from a gun. He was taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton, for non-life-threatening injuries. Officers found 4 males at the home on Green Street. 2 of them were transported to Hazleton Police Headquarters for questioning. The 2 were 22-year-old Michael Shirley of Brooklyn, New York, and 19-year-old Christian Ashby from Hazleton. They were found in surveillance video to be carrying a gun on public street. Police also found that the men were concealing firearms in their pockets when fleeing from the scene on foot. Shirley and Ashby admitted to police that they did not have a license to carry firearms in the state. Both men were charged with firearms not to be carried without a license. Both were arraigned at the county prison and held there for lack of $500,000 straight cash bail. As for the first shooting that took place in the city, police are still investigating what happened. No word on the person's condition that was shot or their name. Well, 1 person is behind bars tonight on charges of aggravated assault and recklessly endangering another person following another shooting in the city of Hazleton. This shooting took place on June 26th at 415 East Chestnut Street in the city. According to police, during the investigation, they learned that 2 black males fired shots into a home on Chestnut Street. One of the males was ID'd as 19-year-old Marquis DeLon of Cybert Street. Police say DeLon and another male fired 3 shots at 3 people that were trying to flee into the home. 3 bullet holes were found on a porch of 436 East Chestnut Street. Police took DeLon into custody on July 1st and slapped him with 6 counts of aggravated assault and 3 counts of recklessly endangering another person. He was committed to the county prison in lieu of $1 million bail. A Mountaintop man was arraigned this afternoon on child porn charges. 22-year-old Benjamin William Hoffman appeared before Magisterial District Judge Joseph Zola in Hazleton. Authorities were alerted on June 3rd that Hoffman uploaded 38 images and 7 videos depicting suspected child pornography with a young boy. The search warrant was executed today at Hoffman's Mountaintop home. While they're being interviewed, authorities said Hoffman admitted to downloading and sharing images of underage males. Police seized a thumb drive containing hundreds of images of child pornography. He would upload the images to his laptop and share them with other people. He was charged with felony counts of possession of child pornography and criminal use of a communications facility. He was taken to Luzerne County Prison for lack of $50,000 bail. Well, WYLN has confirmed that a total of 6 police officers have been furloughed from the Hazleton Area School District. Superintendent of Schools Dr. Craig Butler told WYLN that the 6 were let go for budgetary reasons. The superintendent said 5 were let go and the 6 voluntarily left his position. Butler said there are still 9 other officers along with the police chief, Frank Hacken. The chief, according to Butler, worked out a schedule for the police officers to follow this school year. Some buildings will have their own SRO officer, and some will be sharing them with neighboring schools. The district will continue to have security guards at all the buildings like in years past. Well, the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection continues to monitor air quality near the mine fire in Jeansville. DEP will be implementing a sensitive instrument that can detect hydrogen sulfide at low levels. Now, initial testing showed no high levels of gases near the fire, but on several other days, low levels of both carbon monoxide and hydrogen sulfide were detected. Both gases, such as oxygen and sulfur dioxide, were also detected at background levels. Drilling holes at the site to put the fire out is still taking a while for protective long-eared bats still live in that area. Odor complaints from nearby residents can be called to 1-800-541-2050. Well, no budget talks in Harrisburg till Monday. Governor Wolf met with leadership of both the House and the Senate Wednesday, but talks only lasted about an hour and a half. The big difference is education spending. There's where Wolf wants about $1 billion more, while the General Assembly was only able to come up with $300 million more, and GAC's extraction tax is still a big issue. Wolf has asked for a 5% tax, which he says will create about $1 billion. The General Assembly has not included a tax increase in their budget. Now, most observers in Harrisburg don't believe a 5% tax would create $1 billion. The number crunchers say it would only create about $500 to $600 million. Well, Pennsylvania's Attorney General's office has filed a suit against a nursing home chain. The investigation found that Golden Gate National Senior Care had several violations, which included leaving residents in soiled diapers and not providing them with basic necessities when they were hungry and thirsty. Authorities also found that the facility were understaffed and some falsified patient records. 14 nursing homes were named into the lawsuit, including the Pottsville, Wilkes-Barre, and Tunkhannock Golden Gate facilities. Golden Gate now faces thousands of dollars in fines. Well, time now for our first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic, who is in the Weather Center with all the details on that 4th of July forecast. Joe, please say that we're going to have some nice weather for all those firework displays.
Well, there's going to be some nice weather, but there's also a chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms as we go into our Saturday. But right now it continues to remain dry, pretty nice for traveling. It should be a nice evening for traveling across our area. Some precipitation down toward the south, but for our area, again, we continue to remain dry. Comfortable across the northeast, but look at down toward the south and out toward the west. Very hot temperatures. New Orleans, 91. Orlando, 92 degrees. How about Las Vegas, 107, 106 in Phoenix, Arizona, and even in Boise, Idaho, it's 102 degrees. So that is where all the heat is, but for our area, it's pretty comfortable temperature-wise. 70 in New Angola, 77 in Berwick, 77 in Bloomsburg, and 78 degrees in Danville. The complete 7-day forecast coming up in just a little bit. Gary?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, one borough in Luzerne County is saying no to fireworks. Plus, we'll have that list of fireworks shows that are going on in our area. Stay with us.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazelton's only local news broadcast with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, weather with Joe Garbacic, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
Are you tired of your old car? Independence Toyota Scion in the Airport Beltway in Hazleton has an incredible spring savings deal for you. It's Chris Stash's Cash for Clunkers time. $3,000 minimum pre-owned trade-in allowance. Chris doesn't care if you push that old clunker in, pull that tired old clunker in, get it there any way you can and trade it for a car you'll love to drive. Over 80 pre-owned vehicles are available, all inspected, detailed, and ready to go. Independence Toyota Scion in Hazleton for exceptional service, the best selection of vehicles, and a minimum trade-in allowance of $3,000 for your clunker. Stop in and see Chris and his friendly team today. At Whitetail Preserve, they pride themselves with giving their guests 5-star service. They are now open for lunch 6 days a week and offer limited delivery service for lunch to businesses in Cunningham, Valmont, and Humboldt Industrial Park. Call them at 570-384-2314.
WILN will be at the oldest motorsporting event in America, the Giants Despair. WILN will again give you all the turn-by-turn coverage with Marty Burns. WILN TV 35, the station to turn to when you want live sports.
And welcome back. The borough of West Hazleton has some do's and don'ts for fireworks this weekend. WILN's Julie Stefanovich has those details.
If you live in the borough of West Hazleton and want to have a professional-grade fireworks display, your plans just went up in smoke. The borough has a zero-tolerance policy on aerial and professional fireworks throughout the year. Officer Alex Kosachko explains why.
Again, with the condensed area being in the borough, this just isn't the place for the loud, disruptive fireworks and fireworks that are illegal and dangerous to the citizens is why we enforce the law so strictly.
Small ground-level fireworks and sparklers will be permitted until 10 p.m. But if you plan on sneaking in some of the bigger guns, be aware, police will be out patrolling.
The police force will be enforcing the ordinance along with the state laws as far as fireworks are concerned. Again, the Class B, Class A fireworks, anything that shoots a projectile into the air, anything that emits an explosion after being projected into the air, those things are not permitted in the state. They're definitely not permitted in the borough. So if we find people in violation of those laws, they will be cited for the violations.
The safest way to enjoy the holiday is to visit a professional fireworks display, which are being put on in towns throughout our area. Stay tuned to WILN for a listing of events. In West Hazleton for WILN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Well, the 4th of July holiday weekend is quickly approaching, and we here at WILN want everyone to stay safe. Our Julie Stefanovich also has this story on how some fireworks safety tips just for you.
Fireworks are a quintessential part of any 4th of July holiday celebration, but consumers need to keep in mind that the illuminating displays can pose a danger. We stopped by Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and spoke with Assistant Chief of Department of Emergency Medicine, Dr. Jerry Coleman. He said that the most common types of injuries occur with the fingers and limbs.
We see someone that comes in with some form of an injury, whether that is an injury of the feet, the hands, the face, the body. The big problem is digits. They hold the firework too long and it just blows up with at least a couple of fingers. One of the problems that we have is that people don't know how to respect the fireworks and where they're using them. Sometimes it's a confined space, sometimes it's around young children. So I caution people to do that. And if you're going to do it, make sure you know what you're doing.
Those sparklers may seem tame. They can be one of the most dangerous in terms of accidental burns.
We've actually had some pretty significant contact burns. So again, be very careful. They burn down very quickly and the kids love them. They're kind of a tradition in this area, in this part of the state. But be very, very careful. And like anything, you just observe the children very closely. If it's starting to burn off too quickly, just to remove it from them. And then with that, make sure you put them out appropriately and don't put them in the grass because the grass is very dry and that could start a brush fire.
Other helpful tips to follow are as simple as reading the cautionary labels, supervising children, not lighting displays while heavily intoxicated, having a container of water nearby, and disposing of the fireworks properly. Here's wishing everyone a safe and healthy holiday weekend. In Hazleton for WILN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. But first, here's a look at fireworks displays that are going on in our area.
Family owned and operated, the experienced professionals at Lehigh Tire have served the residents of the greater Hazleton area for over 55 years. From our full line of passenger, light truck, and commercial tires to our automotive services including tune-ups, inspections, oil changes, and alignments.
Every time I've ever done business here, they've been very polite, straightforward, and the job gets done quickly and right.
Find the right tire for the right price today at Lehigh Tire.
For all your projects large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full pallets ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today.
WYLN Weather is sponsored by Coordinated Health. Coordinated Health, we make you better together.
I grew up in Pittston. I know what it takes to live in a small town. I know a lot of these people and they know me.
And that's why I believe everyone should have access to high-quality, affordable health care. And why I'm pleased to tell you about a new choice, Coordinated Health. I want the very best for my family, friends, and neighbors, and I know Coordinated Health
will bring a new level of patient care to the Wyoming Valley.
Overall, pretty nice day across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Well, the sun is kind of dimmed behind some of those high, thin clouds, but other than that, it's been pretty nice. It's been rain-free across the northeast, and tomorrow is shaping up to be a pretty nice-looking day as well. Onto the map for the day, and any of the precipitation has been confined down toward the south, so we didn't have to worry about anything across our neck of the woods. It's been pretty nice and a nice looking day as we head into tomorrow. Live 35 Skycast Doppler. Nothing to show you across our region. It continues to remain dry and it should stay dry through the rest of this evening. So if you're traveling, things looking pretty good right through to this evening through tonight, and as we head into tomorrow, and temperatures generally holding in the 70s, 70 in Mount Pocono, 75 Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, 76 in Williamsport, and 73 in State College. Up in the Wyoming Valley area, temperatures continuing to hold in the mid to upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Satellite and radar, boy, there were some pretty nasty storms down toward the south and east. You could see them as they make their way out through the Atlantic. But for our area, we just got some clouds. We got some clearing as you head out toward northwestern PA. And we're going to stay in pretty good shape through tonight and through tomorrow. Things looking nice. Should stay dry. And then as we go into the weekend, Saturday, there may be a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms that could develop across our area. Again, many areas may not see anything. So again, we'll keep the fingers crossed for any of those fireworks displays Saturday night, that things stay on the dry side. Not expecting anything widespread. Overall, not looking too bad. Looking at the numbers as we head through tonight and tomorrow, and as we head into tomorrow night and early Saturday morning, cool, comfortable. We got 50s and lower 60s early Saturday morning. So looking like a nice day, comfortable, dry as we head into our Friday. And for the most part, you know, for viewing the fireworks throughout much of the nation, looking pretty nice for the most part throughout the good old U.S. of A., including the state of Pennsylvania. All right, here's a look at the extended forecast and what we can expect over the next couple of days. Dry for tomorrow, looking very nice. Maybe some morning fog, and then a couple of scattered showers or storms around for Saturday. Again, it's one of those where every place may not see them. Keep that in mind. Looking good for Sunday and Monday and even into Tuesday. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers: the pick 2, 3-1, the pick 3, 8-4-9, the pick 4, 9-1-4-6, and the pick 5, 1-3-7-8-0, and the treasure hunt numbers 4, 5, 8, 12, and 18. We'll continue to have more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget. Restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Well, a day after the bungalow pool in Tamaqua was filled with dirty rainwater, borough officials and pool staff have started refilling the pool with clean water. These pictures are from TamaqaArea.com. Around 7 p.m. Wednesday night, all the mud was gone and the clean water was beginning to be pumped into the pool. Officials are hoping to have the pool open by Sunday, July 5th at the earliest. It was yesterday when DPW crews and pool staff members spent the day draining the dirty water out, and workers were even using shovels to get some of the mud, rocks, and twigs out of the deep end of the pool. Again, the staff at the pool hopes to have the pool open by Sunday in Tamaqua. Great work there by those guys. Well, a benefit is planned for a family who lost everything in a fire in Hazleton on June 18th. A breakfast will be held at Bonanza Steakhouse on Route 93 in Hazel Township. People can stop by from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. on Saturday, July 11th, and again on Sunday, July 12th. Money raised will go right to the family who lost everything in that fire last month. Coming up next, Eric DeBardinas is in with sports here on WYLN. Stay with us.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring. New episodes starting August 5th at 11:30 p.m. only on WYLN.
Playing pickup baseball without pitch counts and umpires is fun, but the 9 and 10-year-olds in the District 18 Little League playoffs want to keep playing in games where they hear their names over the loudspeakers and get to see their highlights on TV. First, we have Freeland versus West Hazleton from Wednesday night, up 2-0 in the top of the second. Freeland's Dylan Weichel base knock over the outstretched glove, and that's just the start of a huge inning. Tyler Wolf capitalizes here on the passed ball. He sprints and slides safely. 4-0 game. Freeland tallies 7 runs in the frame. Here, Chris Catrone ripping through the infield, and they stay alive by a 15-2 final. West Hazleton is out. The following game featuring Hazel Township and White Haven, top 1. This ball goes maybe 15 feet off the bat of Township's Nathan Shreniak, but plenty of damage caused. Errant throw to first, sails to right. 2 runs will score there. Hazel Township up 3-0. Then we advance to the bottom of the first. Whitehaven's Trevor Miller raking at the plate. This shot to deep center scores 1 to narrow the gap to 3-1, but Township goes on to win 14-4. Freeland and Hazel Township will meet tonight. Over the past 2 seasons, Russ Kanzler has played for the 2 teams closest to his hometown of Hazleton. On Wednesday, he made his former team, that is just a short drive away, pay in walk-off fashion. The setup, Iron Pigs and Rail Riders knotted at 2 in the bottom of the 10th inning. Tyler Henson on third, Kanzler at the plate, and Kanzler, the hero. Lehigh Valley sweeps Scranton Wilkes-Barre. They mob Kanzler and celebrate in those glorious and atrocious Hump Day uniforms. Pigs now with a 5-4 season advantage in the Iron Rail Series. That's 6 straight losses for the Rail Riders, but good news did come today for 2 players as catcher Austin Romine and first baseman and designated hitter Kyle Roller were named to the 2015 International League All-Star team. The AAA All-Star game will be played on July 15th in Omaha, Nebraska. Tonight, Scranton Wilkes-Barre tries to snap their season-worst losing streak, during which they have been outscored 43-15. The Rail Riders in Pawtucket. Tyler Henson, the lone all-star selection for Lehigh Valley. The Iron Pigs now host Rochester, which you can watch right here on WYLN, beginning at 7 p.m. And Justin Shirk dominated on the gridiron at the Division II level for Bloomsburg, and now will get a shot in the NFL. Today, the former Husky, D2 All-American, and undrafted free agent signed a deal with the Indianapolis Colts and will compete for a spot on their roster as an inside linebacker. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
Well, I'll never forget it. 1 minute, we were talking about going to the movies, and the next, Maggie could barely speak. It was a stroke. I thought I was going to lose her. But I never saw doctors work so fast. Anyway, she's coming home tomorrow. I just hope she doesn't yell at me for killing all the plants.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer, dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You'll meet Ron Korch, a power lifter, a gentleman who lives in a very interesting area of our local community, who unfortunately began suffering from degenerative disc disease. His mobility was significantly reduced until he found Dr. John, and now he is well on his way to wellness. His story this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
Well, now that we're in July, going back to June, for the most part, temperatures on average, that's where they were, near normal. If you wanted the warmth, that was down toward the southeast. If you wanted the extreme warmth, that was out toward the west, just like I showed you on the national map where temperatures are well over 100 degrees. Really nothing to show you across our immediate viewing area, but again, there's been a little bit of some rain down toward the Lehigh Valley region, just to the southeast of the Allentown area, but for the rest of us, it will stay dry, I think, as we head through the rest of the evening, through the overnight hours. Our Friday looking pretty nice, and temperature-wise, not looking too bad either, holding in the 70s. Things looking pretty nice across our area. And notice as we go into our Saturday, there may be a couple of scattered showers or maybe a thunderstorm across our region. But again, it's not looking like it's going to be any type of washouts at all. Doesn't look too bad for those fireworks displays. And there's the extended forecast going into our holiday weekend. Again, there's going to be a couple of scattered showers or a thunderstorm for Saturday. But again, it's not going to be a washout. And we'll keep our fingers crossed that all of those fireworks displays, whether they're tomorrow or Saturday night or Sunday night, that they'll get them all in.
Well, That's good. I think we had enough rain for a while. So
yeah, it's been rainy around here, so now it's
dry
time for the
days.
sunshine and some of the heat and humidity to come back.
All right. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a great rest of your night. Remember, we're always on Facebook and Twitter. We'll see you next time here on WYLN. Good night.